I know that you are happily married to a beautiful man.
Yes.
You know, it's interesting, you know. Oh, there you are.
Yes. That's my honey.
You know, it's interesting. You live long enough, and the people who come into your life, it's such an interesting storyline how that works.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet?
We met through a mutual friend, and we met here in LA. And the first day we saw each other, it was like, yes, sir.
Yeah. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, he plays something with the football?
He does play football. He's a quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah.
Wow. See, I don't know a lot about football.
Oh, I can teach you.
I don't want to know.
You should.
No.
I think you would really love it.
No, I would. I love competition. I love people who are devoted to what they're doing and making it happen. Did that sound convincing, Michelle?
Good job. Maybe you just want to watch the players running around.
Yeah, I love that
See?
part.
Yes, exactly.
I do love that part.
Exactly.
And so now, someone told me that you prayed to find a man like the man you married.
Oh, absolutely. Before I met my husband, I went through one of the most challenging phases in my life. I was a single mom, and I'd never been in that place before, and that really made me stop and take a look back on the journey. And I was like, okay, I've got to change something up here. And I've always been a person that's prayed, no matter what the circumstances. But when I would pray at that point, I would be very specific about what I was hoping for in my life as it related to love. And also just for me, my own growth. You know, I was ready to level up.
Yes.
In general, just in life, period. You know, I was wanting a lot more for myself. And so I definitely would pray a lot. I would cry a lot, and then I would pray a lot. You know, and God is good. I did meet the love of my life sooner than I planned and kind of thought I was going to in my mind. I thought I was going to be single for 4 years. And I met him actually when my son was 10 months old. And that was a very special moment because he came into our lives and was ready to love the both of us with everything.
Yeah.
He was changing diapers, you know, when I say our son, when Future made his first steps, he was just as excited as I was. And God is good because I really didn't know that would happen. You know, I really was like, I'm gonna be single for 4 years. I'm sitting still. I gotta just be still for a second. Let me just figure this out. And he came in our lives way sooner than I had even thought would happen. So yeah.
What's interesting, you talk about the sort of tumultuous times before. In hindsight, when you look back at that time, what do you think that meant? What do you think the lesson there was?
When I was going through the single mom stage, or just the
tough,
journey.
Yes, the tough
Oh my
part.
gosh! Well, you know, I say on this album, all the scars you get from the obstacles you face in life are actually your beauty marks. And I look at those.
Oh, I love that. Say that again.
Yeah, all the scars that you get from all the scars that you get from the obstacles you face in life are actually your beauty marks.
Wow.
And so, yeah. So for me, I got to a place where I was able to reflect on the journey and say, wow, those moments felt so ugly and they felt like scars when I was going through them, but they actually are what has made me who I am today, and they're actually beautiful scars.
Let the church say amen.
So,
Yes.
Yeah, that was my way of
gorgeous.
reflecting back on my journey.
Well, and it's important for all of us to look back at those times and find what the value in that was and how it allows you to grow.
Oh, absolutely. And then I definitely was like, I am not going to make these same mistakes again. I had like a lot of thoughts, you know, and I was reflecting on life because once you have a child, the level of responsibility just goes up to a whole nother level, and there's no room to experiment. I'm not experimenting with my son's life. That was how I was looking at it. And so, yeah, I mean, that's very real, you know.